Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Angela Williams with ABC News in New York, and we are at the Javits Convention Center for the big toy fair. And you are very lucky today because we are here with the Toy Insider mom, Lori Schatt. Lori, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here with me.
I am so glad to be here with you, but I'm going to let you mostly take it from here. I'll hop in every now and then.
Okay.
But Lori's going to show us today. She's going to give us a first look at some of the new toys this year, right?
New toys. We'll talk about a couple of trends.
Okay.
All right.
And just we should let everybody know that these toys are, what we see today, they're not complete necessarily.
Some of them are prototypes. Most of them are prototypes, so they'll look a little bit different when they come out, whether it's holiday or spring. We have a lot of holiday things here.
Okay.
And some of them are basically what they'll look like later. But let's start talking about some classic toys.
Perfect.
Because classic play, believe it or not, is always a trend. There's a lot of computer screens in front of us. There's a lot of high tech, and we're going to get to that.
Okay.
But what's better than puppets? So Folk Modest makes these gorgeous puppets, and I love, but this year they've come out with a whole vintage Disney collection.
These are beautiful.
And I love this guy. So not only can he talk, but look at his ears.
That's just great.
And this is great play for kids and for parents. Great for storytelling, great for bedtime, and great for imaginative play, which is so important to kids as they grow up.
The classic is always going to be there, huh?
It always is. It always is. It's never going to go away. Collectibles. A big trend in itself, but still sort of that classic play pattern. This is Cupcake Surprise. So each one of these, there's different sizes, there's different scents.
Very colorful.
Yep.
Oh, it smells yummy.
But look what happens when I take the top off. Oh no. Hang on. So when I take the top off of her, look what's got inside. So we just flip this.
Oh, it's adorable.
And now what do we have? We have this beautiful little doll. So this is our Cupcake Surprise. Each one comes with a little brush. And then we put this on. I'm sorry, I'm going to go down here. And we have
look at that.
her little hat. So lots of different sizes. They're beautiful. They're easy to collect. These are just coming out now.
It's adorable.
All right?
Now,
Great.
would these be considered collectibles?
So it is a collectible. I know sometimes we think of teeny tiny things, but even though it's the price point, these are about $13.99.
Okay.
So it's an easy price point. The little ones, of course, when you get into like the Shopkins and all those, you're talking about much lower. $3.99, $4.99. Certainly easier on a kid's allowance. But we're still going to look at this because there's a whole line of these. And like I said, these are the large sizes. There are smaller ones.
Okay, those are adorable.
Okay. If there's a young child in your life, chances are you know what PJ Masks is.
Oh, yes.
Regular boys by day and pajamaed superheroes at night. And they are out to save the world. In particular, they are out to save the museum from the night ninjas. Okay? So this is what goes on at night. The vehicles are brand new, but these are going to be out in the spring.
Okay.
What you'll see for the holidays is the Rival Racer.
Okay.
So this is a very delicate prototype. I'm not going to shoot this car, but it would go around the loop-de-loop and around. But let's see if we can get this one to work.
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, I love it.
So a nice cool visual for that.
That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. All right, let's talk about a little bit of arts and crafts.
Okay.
Also, something that's important. Kids love DIY. They love simple things. When you talk about kids, usually you're talking about things that are not expensive. So think all year when you're thinking about what do you get for that kid's birthday party?
Yes.
An arts and crafts kit is always a perfect answer. So Crazy Art makes this brand new. It's coming out this spring. These are Crazy Gels.
Okay.
And basically, so these are finished ones, but what we have are all of these paints.
Okay.
You paint on the stickers, they're clear when you get them, you peel them, and they will basically stick to anything. So put them on your lockers, stick them on your books, put them on your windows. Kids love creating these. They also love giving them away to their friends.
This looks like a great kit. And you mentioned that they're great for a birthday party.
They're great for birthday parties.
Is there a price point for this?
So you're going to find these anywhere from about $10 to $25 when you're looking at these sets because you can get smaller ones and you can get larger ones.
Okay.
So it's always falling into that nice birthday party range.
I love that there's a nice variety of shapes and colors and styles.
So much. There's so much you could do. And when you give kids arts and crafts, whether they like them or not, when you put them in front of it, suddenly they're busy for hours. They really are. And they feel good about what they've created.
That's awesome.
They're personalizing. All right, drones. Drones were big news last year. They're bigger news this year.
Is that true? Really?
It really
it's
is.
It's getting more and more popular. Okay.
So I want to show you these two first.
Okay.
So this is from a company called Alpha Force, and I say Alpha Force, the drone, and this is part of a collection called Drone Force because there's actually 5 drones in the whole package.
Oh,
and
wow.
what makes these special is that each drone does something different. So this one I can't even fly because it is such a gentle prototype.
Okay.
I moved it before. I'm going to try not to move this one. So when this fish is flying, it's going to be lit up. It's all going to be illuminated. The drone that's in front of you over here, I'm going to actually try and fly this one. Let's see if I have a remote control somewhere for this drone.
Also an early prototype for this.
This is an early prototype, but this one does fly, so let's see if we can get it up. Okay.
Nice.
There we go. So this one, if I can get it, also has shooters. Okay, we're out of battery life, but that's fine. So this one shoots. There's a spider that does dips and curves in the air. So the collection makes up a whole force of drones that do all kinds of cool and different things.
How old are the kids that are playing with these drones?
Most of them are going to be at least 8 and up. They have one in the collection that skews a little bit younger. Probably a 6 or 7-year-old might be able to handle it.
The drones, they were really expensive for a time, though. So are
you can still, so there's going to be a range of prices for these.
Okay.
I don't really I don't remember. I'm not going to tell you a price because I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
and we know it's still early in the game.
It's still early in the game. A lot of prices that I would say to you now are going to change by the time you see them in the store. These are holiday items.
Okay.
But what I will say is, once you start adding a lot of technology, a lot of cameras, the streaming cameras, the virtual reality when you put the goggles on, which we're seeing. That's when you're going to pick up your price points.
They get more and more cool, it seems, not adding the lights and the shooting. And
but sometimes the simplest ones are the favorite ones. So this is from Odyssey Toys, and this is a bumper drone. Okay. So I'm going to hit the auto start. He's going to take off, and then we'll see how well I fly this one, okay?
Okay. Whoa.
All right, so what I love about this guy is that wherever I fly him, if he bumps into anything, so what? He's got a bumper on it. Let's see if I can get the camera. Woo! How's that for good flying?
I love it. You've got flying skills.
I do. I love flying these things. Okay, I could spend the rest of the segment doing this, or I could take it down. So let's take it down.
That's fantastic.
All right, so robots. Robots are cool, but this is the coolest one yet.
Why is this so cool?
All right, so this is from Spin Master. This is Max.
Okay.
So Max can do a lot of things. So for one thing, Max can tell you jokes. He can become a DJ and spin records for you inside of him, not really spin them. He can be your personal assistant. He's got hands here that will open and close. He can grip things.
Wow.
And he can keep your calendar. But that's just a couple of things. What makes Max different is that Max is actually a robot that will learn things. So I can say, hey Max, I want to show you something.
Okay. Why don't you put it in front of my IR sensor so I can take a look?
So I'm going to put it in front of his IR sensor, and what he's doing, he's scanning this.
Whoa, what is that?
It's my phone.
Ooh, a phone. We should take a selfie sometime.
Okay? What you're seeing is a robot that is actually learning.
Wow.
In such a way that every Max will be unique depending on what children teach him. So no two Maxes, coming out of the box, they're all the same, but once a kid starts teaching them and playing with them, they will all be different.
And what age group will be able to handle a
Max? So Max, by the way, if you look, you can see that Max gets built. So you're still looking at about 8 and up.
So the child receives Max not together?
Partially together.
Okay.
And he'll start talking right out of the box to help you put him together.
I see. Oh, wow.
So what Max is going to do is he's going to also ask a lot of profile questions when he comes out of the box. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? So that's the beginning of the learning process for Max. Max actually has navigational skills. You want to send something to your sister down the hall, you can tell him what you want. He'll figure it out. He sees when things are in the way. So he's really a very cool robot. He's coming out in the fall. He's going to be about $149.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it really is. All right, where's my jumper?
Oh, we have
my
a jumper.
So this is from Smart Trike. This is our 3-in-1 activity center. So what I love about...
Not included with this, okay.
But isn't he cute?
Yeah, he's adorable.
Do you want to jump?
Yeah.
Go for it. So we have this great little trampoline When kids are little, they get to hold on, but it looks like you're ready. Do you want me to take this out? You want to try jumping without it in? Yeah. Okay, so let me take this out. So look what happens when our kids get older. Now we remove one piece. Now we have a trampoline without the bar.
Okay.
Very cool, right?
Very cool.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to step out for 1 second. We're going to do something else. Don't go too far. Come here.
Because who wouldn't love a trampoline?
Who wouldn't love a trampoline? But look, come, sit down for a second.
Oh, wow.
Look what it becomes.
Oh, sort of a 2-in-1 here.
Now we have a ball pit.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so now we got this whole playtime thing going on. So it's growing with your kid. It lasts for a long time. Kids love to sit in this. So it's just an awesome product.
Do you have a price point for this one?
This is about $129.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Looks like a lot of fun.
So this is the first in that activity theme. We want to keep our kids active and busy.
Okay.
But look what we could do with some bigger kids.
Oh, yes, yes.
So these are the X-Shot bubble balls. You just slide in. There's actually straps in here to hold it, so it's just like a backpack.
Okay.
Handles in the front. Guys, go for it. Show us what we're doing. So this is all about having fun, battling in this, okay? One of the things that I love about this is the price point. And besides the fact that kids are going to have a ball, you're going to play this outside, roll in the grass. If you fall, you're going to land on this. Can I push you? Yeah. Are you going to fall?
Oh, I
no.
Love it. Okay.
All right. So one of the things is the price point on this. These are $49.99 each. These are out in the spring, by the way.
Okay.
And the reason I mention it is because there are other ones on the market, but I haven't seen one for less than $250. So the fact that they've gotten it down to this price, that kids can get in and can play and it's affordable, is a ton of fun.
So we could put 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds in these easily.
Absolutely.
And they could bounce
They're
around
gonna.
and
That's
go
what
crazy.
they're made for. I mean, big kids love them too, but they are made for younger kids to have fun.
I remember seeing these like on those old foreign game shows, and people were battling, and
right?
the price point seems to be just great for
They look like those ninja fighters.
Yes,
in
yes. The fact that you can just kind of shove people around and they're
bubble
okay.
people. We'll call them bubble people.
Okay, shove the bubble people. Those are pretty awesome.
They are. All right, one more thing I want to show you.
Okay.
So hoverboards. Hoverboards. My hoverboard's taking off on me. This is, if you have a hoverboard, I mean, certainly you can go out and get one, but if you have a hoverboard, this is the accessory that you need. So this is from Evolution. It's called the Neon Cart.
Okay.
So what we've done is we've put this cart, comes with everything you need, right onto the hoverboard. So now instead of standing up on this hoverboard, I'm going to just sit down, put my feet up, and off I go.
Wow. Laura, you're pretty good at that.
Woo!
All right. So this is sort of the next step to hoverboards, because we saw over the holidays that this was a really big thing. Everybody was buying the hoverboards,
yep.
But not everybody could navigate standing up so well.
Not everyone does. In fact, there's a lot of funny YouTube videos about people doing crazy things on them. So this makes the ride a whole lot easier, a whole lot more fun.
Well, I'll tell you, make it look really easy, Lori.
And it is really easy. It's very sensitive. It responds to me very quickly. Forward, backward, right? Let's see if I have enough room here for a spin. I'm not sure. Let's go a little backwards. So very, very responsive.
So to be clear, if you already have a hoverboard, then you're purchasing this.
You're purchasing the cart.
You're
purchasing the Neon Cart, it's called, and this is from Evolution.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Did we talk about a price point for that?
We did not talk about a price point for this. It's $99. Thank you very much.
It's great to have that team support behind you. These are all great. I take it you've had a little bit of practice on there, Lori, because you're like an expert on it.
I like riding. You know, for me, I have a lot of favorites. I love things that I can ride. I love things that I can fly. It just makes it a whole lot more fun because I can get on it and test it myself.
It looks like really an exciting lineup coming this way this
year.
There is.
There's so many cool things. I mean, you're going to be surprised when you see the dolls coming out this year. There's so many cool ones. I mean, really it's an exciting time in the toy industry. Mm-hmm. It's the second year in a row that we've seen the industry go up, and I expect to see a whole lot more of it. The tech is cool, the classic is cool, you got a little bit of everything. There's something to make every child happy.
Lori, thank you so much. This is a great preview, and if you'd like to find out more about these products, we'll show you everything again on abcnews.com, and you can take a look and see them all again if you like. Thank you for a great preview.
Thanks, Angela.
Pleasure.